In the ancient land of Old Kingdom Realm home, a young bard named Baltazar travels from town to town singing at taverns and inns. We find our hero at the Limp Lover's Inn, cleverly persuading the innkeeper of his talents. Please, please, please!
There, we shall see. There are plenty performers scheduled for tonight, and your tardy arrival does not help your case. Besides, I've never heard of Baltazar the Bard, and I've been hosting the harvest feast since before the war.
It's Baltazar. You haven't even heard us play yet.
True, but... Oh, what is that smell?
Ah, must be my squire, Pierre the Punctual.
He's late.
Come here there, Pierre! Pierre, my filth! Seek out a privy next time, would you?
Yes, sire.
Now that my squire is here, we can give you a sample of our talents. How about the O.D.?
Ah, the O.D., a classic.
It's really no use. We are fully booked.
So tenderly you kiss me goodbye. So heavily you feel upon my I see this day, oh thee. All I see this day, oh
All right, boys. You've had your fun. Now, run along. Here comes my son with the serious musicians. My son, where are the entertainers?
Papa, it's awful. The musicians, Lady Bosom, my prized Lady Bosom, she's...
Wonderful, I know.
No, she's
Busty?
dead, along with all the other bards. Everyone's scheduled for tonight had their throats slit in the night.
Gods be humble. That can't be.
'Tis true, I saw it myself. A sight I can never unsee.
Looks like there are spots open for tonight's entertainment then.
I would never stain my hard-earned reputation by having such disgraceful acts play at my feet.
A while later, our hero and his dirty, dirty squire are standing in the back room before their performance at the annual harvest feast.
My lord, the whole village is here. At least a dozen people are going to be watching.
I know, it's... I don't believe I've seen this many people in one place before. It's a step up for us.
But I'm nervous, my lord.
How are you nervous for this when you didn't hesitate a second to kill those bards?
You're right. I'll just picture everyone dead.
All right, we're up. Greetings! I am Baltazar, and this is my squire. We're from the north, born and raised in northern town.
'Tis our home to which we may never return.
Indeed, we left it all behind. The farm, the goats,
My collection of worms.
and I, my truly beloved. You see, she walked in with my bow. I knew what she had done, and so for love I chose a life on the run. I guess it's all the same. It's me they came to blame. I chose a life of pain so love could remain.
Now when I think about that day, it makes me wonder what my life might have been. I was a foolish boy back then, merely waiting for my life to begin.
Now years have come and gone. Turns out that life goes on, and through the darkest hours her love kept me strong. I gave her all my youth, she holds my future too. Despite all we went through, our love only grew.
Now when I think about that day, it makes me wonder what my life might have been had I chosen to part ways, settle down and lived a life free of sin.
At night I lay awake and dwell on my mistakes. When come the break of day, I stay by her grave. When they captured me, I learned of cruelty. No key could set me free, such was my penalty. So I stayed in my mind, where I had cause to smile. Up in eternity, she's waiting for me. She's waiting for me.
This tale, is it true?
As true as the day is long.
Then how is it you're not in jail right now?
I was set free.
By me. I killed 5 guards and their firstborns. It was only natural. These men are wanted criminals. Guard!
Our handsome hero, Baltazar the Bard, and that fucking squire of his once again narrowly escaped being publicly hung, strung, boiled, and burned. Back on the road, they head south to flee from the now even colder arms of their northern home, unknowingly riding into the fires of an even greater danger.
My lord, perhaps we should sing another tune next time. That did him more trouble than a kiss from a rusty blade.
Preposterous. If there be truth to what you say, I shall find it when fish fly.
My lord.
Did you hear that?
Hear what, my lord? Forgive me. I'm a bit hard of hearing with the arrow in my ear.
Let me pull that out for you.
Oh, thank you, my lord. While you're at it, would you care to remove the spear in my ass?
Humorous for a mudborn. Such a task is miles upon miles beneath me. Good. Really good jib.
Yes. Oh, always glad to amuse, my lord. A jib, indeed. I shall pray for it to fall out in the night.
You shouldn't leave the health of an ass like that to chance. I shall aid you in your ass task. A fiddler can never stoop too low, they say.
Who are you, and who would do such a thing for a stranger?
'Tis I, the fiddler of the forest. I've been roaming these woods for decades, performing disgusting, degrading tasks for strangers in my never-ending search for human connection. I will remove the spear. All I ask in return is that you listen to my story.
Your story?
Is it long? We're in a bit of a hurry. No longer than the spear in your friend. Go on. Centuries ago, when fiddling was still considered a normal profession, I was a young fiddling apprentice about to perform at the Fiddle Mania Festival on the Skull Mountain. I can still hear the crowd go rah, rah, rah. As I readied my fiddle fingers, something in the woods beyond the bellowing crowd caught my oogle. I strained my eyes and saw a golden steed galloping through the trees. As if spellbound, I stood frozen, unable to play a single note, my vision drunk on beauty. The magnificent stallion turned his head mid-sprint and said, "Well met, fiddler," as he ran towards the skull-shaped mountain face. Anticipating a great splat, I clenched. In vain. My bowels gave way, my vision blurred, and I collapsed onto the stage. Days later, I woke up in a daze, covered in more poo-poo than I could have possibly produced myself.
Been there.
Postpone your pitiful poo-poo poem, you boob. We have little time for simpleton poppycock. Spunky are we? Very well, I shan't remain a chatterbox for long. If you remember one warning from my story, may it be that... An arrow whistled through the air, piercing the fiddler's stiff nip and heart. 2 army scouts, sporting the sigil of House Freaks, came riding and dismounted beside him.
The punishment for trespassing around the king's private parts, around these woods, is being hung, strung, boiled, and burnt. Seize them!
Oh, rats! They threw our hero and his sweaty squire into a stinky, wrinkly sack and rode towards the army camp.
'Tis a bit cramped in this sack, my lord. Shall we eat a prune to pass the gas?
Nothing like playing a tune to pass the time.
Hurrah! 'Tis hard being a bored bard.
All too true. Entertainment is our trade.
'Tis the way we were made.
Lucy, don't abuse me, I have done no wrong. Seduce me with your beauty, but don't take too long. Lead me through the garden to the wishing tree. Let me see the devil, but don't set him free. 'Cause I think you know I have met him before. Know what he showed me when he opened the door. So Lucy, don't abuse me, 'cause I couldn't take no more. Break my crown and take me down into the ground beneath my feet. Beneath my feet. Don't let me look around so I won't turn the other cheek. No, not this time. Listen to the music coming from within. Lucy, do you hear that twisted violin? Tune out of the room into reality. Lucy only shows you what you need to see. And she will know if you've been there before. That's what she told me, slowly closing the door. Oh, Lucy, don't abuse me, 'cause I couldn't take no more.
Once at the camp, they were thrown out of the sack at the feet of Master Freaks. But fear not, brave as always, Baltazar cleverly bargained for his life, persuading the Freaks to let him live. Please, 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 don't hurt me, I'm highborn. Take my squire, use his body, he makes for an excellent mule.
What do you think, Commander Freaks? Is he truly highborn?
Check him for boils and rashes. Rip his tunic.
Rip! He looks and smells highborn to me. His squire, on the other hand, is clearly off the dirt. I say feed him to the hounds. No, let me live. I'll make a good mule, I swear. Tell the master.
Let me live?
The mudborn has no respect. Rip his rags and break his ribs. Rip.
Gods be humbled. His body, it's magnificent.
Pose for us, boy.
Truly exceptional. He may yet serve to entertain the troops before the battle.
Yes. We are bards after all. We'll play your favorite tune. You'll love it. Shut up and pose. Is it true, highborn? Be you bards?
Please, I'll be whatever you want me to be. Gather the troops by the mountainside. We shall have us a bit of song. This better be good, boy. The troops gather for the most important performance of the young bards' lives.
What are we supposed to play, my lord?
Whatever they want us to. Oh, gods, don't humble me. Settle down. Our prisoners will play us a tune for morale, to determine their fate. The song they shall play is The Will, to give us luck in battle.
The well.
We haven't played that in years.
For each wrong note, you lose a limb.
Up and down this road before it takes you to the well. But if you are not then it's the gates of hell.
It has swallowed many fools and many kings alike. Even if you follow rules, then fall in it you might. Fall in it you might. People come from far and wide to see if they're the one to grab a drink from down below and raise it to the sun. Raise it to the sun. I've been down this road before, it takes you to the well. But if you are not pure of heart, then it's the gates of hell. I've seen them try, I've seen them go, never to return. It's said that it's the well for gods, so in hell they burn. So in hell they burn. Eternal glory waits for you if you shall succeed. But no such things interests me. My wine is all I need. My wine is all I need. I've been down this road before, it takes you to the well. But if you are not pure of heart, then it's the gates of hell. I've been on this road before, yes, I've been to the well. I knew that if I tried my luck, then I would burn in hell. I would burn in hell. I ran away to plant my seed and drink my wine instead. I might end up in hell one day, but I'll wait till I'm dead. I'll wait till I'm dead. I've been down this road before, it takes you to the well. But if you are not pure of heart, then it's the gates of hell. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Oh, I like the freaky feint at the end.
Yes, truly freaky. I do believe they played it correctly, yes?
I suppose. Remove the highborn, carry him to the guest tent, and bathe him in broth.
And the mudborn?
You.
Yes, thanks.
Having proven himself, Baltazar was allowed fine dining, his own tent, and of course access to as many mud-born younglings as he wished. Pierre, already a veteran spunk bucket, luckily avoided the nightly rituals. Instead, he was indeed saddled and used as a mule for the highborn children's amusement. He also withstood a significant amount of cock and ball torture. Suddenly, in the dark of night, the terrifying Om of House Deeps shook the mountain and woke the camp. Om. Freak, assemble! We're under attack! Om. A great battle ensued, freaks and deeps clashing left, right, up and down, ziggity-zaggity-raggity boom, and Baltazar wisely decided to withdraw from the battlefield and headed towards the mountain face, but was halted by a feeble voice he knew all too well.
My lord, my lord.
Pierre, is that you?
Down here, my lord. A soldier rode me into battle, but I reared him and threw him off.
Get up then, I'm headed to the mountain for a tactical view of the battlefield.
I can't, I'm badly wounded. They mangled my cock and balls, and the spear in my ass has gotten infected. You'll have to carry me.
If I do, my status as highborn is forever tarnished. You understand?
I do. I understand. You couldn't help a mudborn, but could you help a friend?
A friend, yes. Baltazar got safely to the mountain face, where he looked for a cave or crevice to shelter in. Lo and behold, he found a mouth in the mountainside where he crept in and hid. In the great emptiness of the cave, his sorrow grew, and he missed having someone to carry his belongings. He decided to sing the saddest song he knew.
She is not much of a lady. She walks her solitary way. Some may claim that she is crazy, but I hear not what they say. Fear has clouded my skies lately. Weary days I've prayed in vain, that she'd steal me from my daydream, play her serenade for me again. No one can reach her, it seems. Long gone are hopes to retrieve her from the deep sea of solitude, where she has been marooned on an island with no port. My Saviours Widow. Still today she has me waiting, lost in thoughts of what's to gain. It frees me briefly from this aching feeling that the world is turning gray. Say, does it hurt to see the structures burn? Once you learn there's nothing holy in this world. No one can reach me, it seems. Only she has the means to retrieve me from the deep sea of solitude, where we have been marooned on an island with no port. My Saviours Widow.
He hadn't sung that song since he composed it for his Lucy, the sideborn strumpet, and he felt a bit nostalgic and hard of cock. In the midst of his reminiscing, he heard a syrupy hymn. He listened closely to the syrupy hymn.
Oh my, what a syrupy hymn. Never have I heard such a syrupy hymn.
Come closer, closer, my love.
What the devil?
Come deeper, deeper.
Yes.
Yes. Baltazar followed the voice into the depths of the cave. Down, down, down he went. After God knows how long, he reached an underground lake bathed in sunshine rays. A crystal bridge saw him safely to the stalagmite-walled island crowning the subterranean lagoon. There, through a fine mist, an ivory well presented itself before him, unveiling it as the source of the light. He took a few careful steps towards it and looked down to find Lucy.
Sí, señor, estoy aquí.
Huh?
Mi amor, you are more man than most, thus deserving of boundless fortunes. Join me in the well and gain knowledge beyond knowing.
Knowledge? What about gold?
Gold too, sí, cabrón, claro que sí. El Dorado awaits.
Sounds good to me. Baltazar threw his leg over the edge of the well and was just about to fling himself in when, again, that nagging voice interrupted him.
My lord, don't!
Pierre, you followed me. My lady love Lucy is down in the well. I must join her.
Lucy's dead. Lucifer awaits down there. 'Tis the fiddler's warning. No, gold, oily broths, and plump sluts, eternal glory awaits.
Oh, see what I'll be given, Pierre, huh?
It's a lie, a demon she is, and demons can they give. Only take.
You've taken enough of my time. Too long have I been stuck in the mud. Your mud.
Eternal glory awaits. Here I go!
No!
Before Baltazar could dive in, Pierre lunged and grabbed his left leg just above the spit-shine galoshes. Lucifer quickly gripped his other leg to pull him down under. He shrieked as his tender sack shattered against the ivory edge. Ah! Let go, you bootlicker!
Look out! Danger!
Lucifer rose out of the well, turning into a ferocious snake-like demon, dwarfing the bard. With feathered tentacles and gelatinous wings, it gave a thundering cry of fury and lust. With a nimble snip of its claw-sized paw, it tore out Baltazar's esophagus. He fell to the ground and gave out a shriek.
Ah, my lord, no!
Pierre, in a moment that wholly defied his mud-born nature, chose to remove the spear stuck in his ass. He gripped it firmly with his steady arm and threw it, driving the spearhead into the obsidian heart of the slithering demon. The demon recoiled and gave a roar so mighty it shook the mountain and the cave started to crumble. It shrunk back into the well, spewing a thick black smoke. In the chaos, Pierre flew Baltazar over his broad, tanned shoulders and looked for an escape. But alas, the smoke was too thick, and it seemed they would be crushed under the mountain. Then, a golden light pierced the blackness. A light so frickin' nice it could only be...
Yellow horse! It's the golden steed! Pierre, mudborn, nay, trueborn!
No fucking way.
The truest of heroes has emerged! Come on my back! I shall see you safely home!
Baltazar, the debauched wimp, with his voice now deservedly a hoarse whisper, is worthless and bad. Pierre, the rightful leader of the two, with his spectacular body, decides they shall henceforth perform solely for the mudborn community. Being the first to do so, they spark a revolution amongst the mudborn, who easily overthrow all the old kingdom realm home and rename it something way catchier, Okrh. We find our hero saddling his golden steed at the Limp Lovers Inn, while the innkeeper begs him to share his talents at the yearly harvest feast.
Settle down. We'll play one tune and one tune only. Another adventure always awaits. Isn't that right, Baltazar?
Yes, master.
We ride at dawn.
So I wash you in the river. Yes, of course. Yellow horse under the moonlight we ride. My life is yours. Yellow horse.
The sky was black, the ridge was steep. I'd lost my track, no one heard me weep.
The eagle soared, my feet were sore. Desperately I walked, I couldn't sleep no more. The tallest tree or the smallest stone couldn't follow me home. So I wash you in the river. Yes, of course. Yellow horse under the moonlight we ride. My life is yours. Yellow horse.
It's not profound, I go round and round, and round and round, and round and round. Survival instincts got me this far, but even during the day I am seeing stars.
The mountaintops, they sway for me. The little birds, they play for me. Of loneliness I can't let go. Who's their echo? See me safely home tonight. Guide me with your yellow light. It's not that cold, I see your breath. I keep you close at arm's length. So I wash you in the river. Yes, of course, yellow horse under the moonlight we ride. My life is yours, yellow horse. No one can break the bond we have. Said goodbye to mom and dad. I hear the hoofs, I smell your wounds. My life is yours, yellow horse.